Today, it is very uncommon for a series to be popular enough to endure cast changes, cultural alterations, and media landscape disruptions. Thankfully, the NCIS series seems to have stood the test of time, and we have got some good news for their fans. Guess what? We finally know when the drama will return to our screens, and we have some information about the upcoming season. Stay tuned so you don't miss out. First up, will the NCIS series continue? There are major series that audiences apparently can't get enough of, and their reputations as the longest-running TV series have only become more impressive. NCIS has proven to be one of the longest-running television shows in the U.S. It has established itself as a mainstay of the continuously changing genre. The Mark Harmon-directed thriller, which debuted in 2003, followed a fictitious group of Naval Criminal Investigative Service special agents as they look into crimes involving the branch of the armed services. The concept's niche wasn't anticipated to translate permanently, like JAG before it, until after 19 seasons and 3 spin-offs, including NCIS Los Angeles. The show has more than defied the pattern of movie series. In fact, NCIS has lasted much longer than anyone anticipated. The series has practically become a caricature of itself, famous for its unbelievable technology, corny humor, and perhaps the least inspiring, enthusiastic lead investigator in crime drama history. Up to date, it has amassed over 6 billion social media impressions. The show's 300th episode was aired on Sunday, May 8th. After successfully navigating the leading man transition from Mark Harmon to Gary Cole, NCIS 20th season has been officially ordered by CBS. The season renewal was announced in May 2022, along with other spin-offs, NCIS Los Angeles and NCIS Hawaii. It is not surprising that CBS opted to extend NCIS for another season, given the fact that the show has maintained its status as the top scripted television series for another year and attracted 7.2 million people for the season 19 finale. The series will return for its 20th season on September 19th. So, who will be in the NCIS season 20 cast? Even though the cast of NCIS has been severely affected by the departures of Mark Harmon as Special Agent Leroy Jethro Gibbs in October and Emily Wickersham as Special Agent Eleanor Bishop at the end of season 18, the ratings for the program have remained strong thanks to Gary Cole taking over as Special Agent Alden Parker. According to Deadline, NCIS has successfully navigated the leading man transition from Mark Harmon to Gary Cole, securing a renewal. After the devastating season 19 conclusion, as NCIS viewers may have already deduced, there is still more to see from Parker's ex-wife, Vivian Kolchak. Actress Terry Polo will play a recurring role in NCIS season 20, according to Deadline. This would imply that the most current Parker storyline won't be resolved in the premiere. Parker and Vivian ran into hiding during the final few seconds of the final episode, but not before she received a questionable text on her phone asking her how is it going. Naturally, a lot of NCIS supporters quickly began to speculate on Twitter that Parker had been set up by Vivian. What though? We are still very unsure. Chris O'Donnell and LL Cool J are fully expected to return as they star alongside Linda Hunt, Eric Christian, and Daniela Rua. Next, will Mark Harmon return? While being absent for a large portion of the show's 19th season, some fans couldn't help but wonder if previous lead actor Mark Harmon will appear in the upcoming episodes. It is reasonable enough to wonder whether Mark Harmon will appear in NCIS season 20 now that season 19 has already ended. Is there a chance that Leroy Jethro Gibbs may return? Since Gibbs is one of the main reasons we even have a season 20 of the series, we are aware that fans will always want to see him return at some point. Although the focus of the show has drifted away from the character and Gary Cole's Alden Parker took center stage in the season finale, we do think there is a concern that bringing back Gibbs too early would toughen the transition to Parker as one of the leads. Also, giving Gibbs some time to live his life in Alaska could make a return down the road all the more interesting. You can be sure that the NCIS administration isn't necessarily rejecting the concept of bringing Gibbs back. They merely want to ensure that the timing is appropriate. Stephen D. Binder recently commented when asked if Mark Harmon will return to the show. He said he will never count Leroy Jethro Gibbs out. Although no one knows what the future will hold, he wouldn't count anybody out, dead or alive, on the show. And now, will Paulie Perrette return in the upcoming season? It would be an understatement to say that Paulie Perrette's character, Abby Sciuto, on NCIS was a favorite among viewers. Viewers adored the forensic scientist for her gothic style, which contrasted with her perpetually upbeat demeanor. Paulie was once among the most popular actresses on U.S. primetime television. Some people think she might make a reprise of her character because she was spotted spotted with some NCIS crew. Fans were somewhat taken aback by Paulie's departure from NCIS after season 15. What specifically did she say about leaving the series, and why did she do it? On the contrary, her character left the series following an attempted assassination on the show, although several accounts claim that the real reason she left was due to a disagreement with Mark Harmon, the series star. After the Gibbs actor brought his dog to set and it bit a crew worker, requiring 15 stitches, the two stars reportedly got into a number of altercations behind the scenes. The fact that they did not see Paulie's emotional farewell episode together says a lot. Abby instead said goodbye to her co-workers at NCIS HQ and just handed Gibbs a letter, then stood on the sidewalk and watched as he read it. After receiving numerous comments from bewildered and angry fans inquiring if she would ever return to her part in the beloved procedural in 2019, Paulie said she isn't coming back because she is afraid Harmon will try to hurt her. So, is NCIS planning a new spin-off? With the recently announced new NCIS series, NCIS Sydney, the franchise is expanding internationally. It will follow in the footsteps of NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS New Orleans, and NCIS Hawaii, as well as the mothership, NCIS, which is a spin-off of JAG. Naturally, Australia leapt at the chance to join in with its own edition, even though it came out almost 2 decades later than other spin-offs. NCIS Sydney, which is expected to premiere in 2023, will include regional tales with Australian actors and producers and be shot in one of the most picturesque harbor cities in the world. Shane Brennan, the Australian creator of NCIS Los Angeles, is attached, although the cast has not yet been revealed. As well as airing domestically and internationally on Paramount Plus, Australia, and Network 10, NCIS Sydney will also be followed by a new SEAL Team film starring David Boreanaz. George Cheeks, President and Chief Executive Officer of CBS and Chief Content Officer for News and Sports at Paramount Plus, stated that the two initiatives reflect two new ways they decided to expand the studio footprint, while supporting the company's objective to drive streaming. McGarvey claims that Sydney will host the first season's production later this year, with a 2023 debut date. The NCIS franchise is currently broadcasted in 200 markets worldwide, and it is the second longest-running U.S. primetime drama after Law & Order. Finally, what is NCIS Sydney about? Surprisingly, NCIS is heading to Australia. It has been revealed that a brand new Sydney set series is in the works, and it sounds incredibly exciting. That such a high-profile TV franchise is expanding to Sydney is a piece of very exciting news. The new spin-off will be the 5th installment in the franchise, and viewers can anticipate that it will feel and look a little different for a very clear reason. But what more might NCIS Sydney viewers anticipate? We did some research, and here's what we currently know. The smart and tenacious team of Naval Criminal Investigative Services agents will be followed in NCIS Sydney. The series will tackle the same brand of nautical investigation that made the original an unexpected hit. Just like in the previous series in the legendary NCIS franchise, they will work tirelessly to solve crimes involving the Marines and the Navy. The fact that the new series is the franchise's first venture outside of America distinguishes it from previous endeavors. All 4 of the remaining NCIS projects, NCIS Los Angeles, NCIS Hawaii, and the canceled NCIS New Orleans, are set in U.S. states. Additionally, Shane Brennan, who was born in Australia and created NCIS LA, will be in charge of the show. Beverly McGarvey, Chief Content Officer and Executive Vice President of Viacom CBS Australia, discussed the upcoming spin-off and stated that it will draw on the outstanding NCIS storytelling while providing fresh Australian characters and settings. I know that the NCIS Season 19 finale stirred up a whole lot of mixed emotions for fellow fans. With the whole fuss and hype about the upcoming season, we can all expect a major change when the drama makes its return. Thank you for watching this video. Make sure you drop a like, subscribe, and turn on post notifications. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll see you in the following video.